Okay, so I'm learning, trying to use beep beep, I'm a sheep to try and, you know, sync the video is not a good call. Just in case any of you were wondering. The first, beep beep, works great. It's when you get to the I'm a sheep part, it does not really work nearly as well. I know you guys were really wondering, but, I like to think of myself a bit of an explorer, a discoverer of some kind. Damn it, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to do that. It really didn't. See, the problem was they all had fucking lunch, and then I'm like, they keep talking about rice and shit, and I'm like, well, shit, I got fucking rice chilling in the fridge. I eat that shit, and then I ate it, and now I feel like a fatto. I always do, because I am that thing that I said, so it's nothing new, but I mean, it's exacerbated. That's a word. It is. Don't you fight me on this. Hey, hi-ho, and howdy, everybody. My name is Shannon Shook, and welcome yet again to another episode of The Fruit of Grisaia. It is like the vegetable... I've already made this joke. Damn it. But that's okay. Because I might not be original. But, you know. It's 2019 by the time you guys are seeing this. Damn, it's New Year's Eve today. Wild. So, like, you know, nothing is new, everything is old, there is nothing original in this world, and I'm a sad boy. What happened in the last episode? Well, like I just mentioned, I'm a sad boy because Yuuji is over here talking. I'm all having all these fun jokes, talking about the ICHIGO, making funnies about the kindness and the friendship and the fun and the big sisters and the little sisters and the funness and the weird and the silly and falling out the chair and blowing my fucking eyeballs out my goddamn head. And then my boy has to bring it down, make it all real, talk about how whether or not he deserves happiness or some shit. And I'm like, hey, my boy, how dare you? Yes, you do. You're a beautiful, beautiful man, Yuuji. Come get your happiness. Not for me. You don't want any of this. There ain't nothing happy about this. But, you know, that's where we are. That's what happened last episode. So, if you guys are excited for this next episode of Grisaia, then why don't you go ahead and hit that like button. Show your support. Yeah, like the video before you've even seen what it is so you don't know if you actually like it. I mean, you can. I can't stop you from doing that. It's just, I've always found that very funny. Like, don't get me wrong, I usually... If I'm liking something, I tend to like it relatively early on, because I'm like, if I'm really that worried and I'm like, oh, just kidding, never mind, this super wasn't for me, then I'll just remove the like. But like, if I want to get the support out the way at the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I'll just forget. I'm a dumbo. Fuck am I talking about? Anyway, let's play this goddamn game. Oh no, I got shit to do, and that munchy bit really slowed me down. Anyway, just like any other school, the start of recess period here means that someone runs off to buy drinks for the group. There was Nailed it. A similar system at my previous school, so the event itself is familiar. The fact that our designated gopher puts on a maid uniform for the task, on the other hand, is still going to take some getting used to. What's up, Sachi? Hey, I can respect that. I'm a fan of some iced tea. Fan of some green tea. I'm on board Team Amane at the moment. And you are just the sweetest of hearts, little Sachi. Shoutouts to you as well there, Mich. I'm learning people like tea here. I can respect it. Give me some of, I'm not gonna... You guys know who I am. You guys know some fucked shit was gonna come out of my goddamn mouth. We're just gonna pretend it wasn't ever even in my brain in the beginning, but you know it was. It could have been like 12 different fucking things that happened, but you know what? We're not here. Sachi's too much of a muffin to do this. Look at her. Look at this. She doesn't deserve such things. Apparently everyone else does, but she doesn't. Look at her. What's available? I'm gonna need some Bohemian goat milk. If you can assist me with that, I would love it. In that case, I will have the university. I like to believe he has this look on his face. I've bested you, young Sachi. Thought I'd keep the tea combo going. Oh, did I? Did I? Hold the gum syrup. Oh my goodness, that was adorable. I'm gonna need to do that again. It's true. Makes you a target, and it's problematic. Jesus Christ. Look at all this. Go fucking Sachi protection squad, and then fucking Makina is just like, I'll fuck it all up even worse. True, my bad. But when you offer me anything, I think it's only natural to want to explore the limits. Okay, then I'll go with water. Make mine non-carbonated? It's really hard. You gotta actually take the carbonation out of the water. It's this thing people never realize. That's why water is the way it is. When you pull it straight from the earth, it's all bubbly and shit. You can't do that. You can't. Come on now. Have you ever seen rain? A little bubbly rain. This joke wasn't funny, Shannon. Why did you insist on keeping it going? I'm gonna keep saying words until someone thinks it's funny. Because I'm a fucking idiot. The blood of my enemies. Damn it. Carbonated milk sounds fucking gross, by the way. It's a hell of an impression. Just tell Sachi to give her regular milk. Just be like, give the bitch some 2%. Do what you gotta do. Why the glare in my direction? Just got you there, my boy. I know why I'm looking over there, because you're not over there. You don't actually exist. You're a fictional character. I'm probably insane. Just very bored. The tastiest of milks. Pure breast milk. That was one of those things I was talking about earlier with the whole this. Is your dad or like... You know what? I'll bring it up if we get there, but if we're running into vagina juices this early, I'm gonna have a problem. With those words, Sachi picks up the hem of her skirt and bows to us, then quietly leaves the room. And to you, madam, That's bad. Yeah, and I was gonna say, we talked about this in a previous episode. Is that you over here yelling around fuck and pussy and shit? Because she definitely didn't get it from Shannon. Because he definitely never says shit like that constantly 24/7. Like, he definitely probably has Tourette's. Because there's something fucking wrong up here. I don't know what it is. It's all of the things, probably.
私別に口悪くないもん。ただ思ったことは口にする。不満を溜め込まないタイプってだけで。
だからそれが悪影響を生んでいると言っているのではなくて、まあそれほど悪いことだとは思わないけれど。
You also strike me as someone like you'd be real calm and collected about it. You'd be like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, bitch. Because like Michiru would be like she didn't look at her. The girl has never said a fucking foul word in her goddamn life. But Amane and Yumiko, I could definitely see it. Amane being like the sassy one, like I won't give a fuck. But but Yumiko would be like, I just don't give a damn. Frankly, dear, I don't give a damn.
まあね、ここに来た当時のことを思えば、確かに今の方がまだマシなのかしらね。
What? Was the girl even worse when she arrived here?
そんなことはないのよ。ただ、なんつうか、その。
You're a fucking savage, is what I'm guessing. Yes.
昔はもっとおとなしかったっていうか。それこそ借りてきた猫みたいに誰にも懐かなかったし、誰とも喋らないでずっと一人でお人形遊びしてるような子だったのよ。
No.
もう昔の話はもうええがな。
Look, it's just the teeniest bit of the blushies all up in your face. You're adorable. Anyone has a thing or two in their past they don't want others to know about, and if you're attending a school like this, merely touching on the subject is probably enough to make some old wounds ache. There seems to be an established principle of mutual restraint when it comes to these sore spots. Our conversation shifts, nailed it, fairly smoothly away from the details.
結局何が言いたいかっていうと、
Oh, damn.
昔の触れたら壊れそうなマキナに比べれば、今の方がマシってことなのよ。自分じゃあんまり変わってないつもりなんだけどな。そう？最近はお豆腐も食べるようになったじゃない。豆腐？
豆腐? Oh my goodness.
豆腐？豆腐？豆腐？
Okay. Starts to lose its luster when you just do that. I apologize.
ほら、この子ってばひどい偏食家でしょ？気に入ったものしか食べないっていうか。
Apparently she really likes beans if the last episode taught me anything.
最近は何でも食べるようになったじゃない？だってお兄ちゃんが
is such a sweet boy. You just need to get all of that tasty deliciousness. Having favorite foods is fine, but don't reject something you haven't tried. At least eat something before you decide to hate it. Experience is the most useful possible form of knowledge, a precious privilege reserved for those who manage to stay alive. Sometimes the most instructive and memorable lessons of all come from the deaths of your comrades. Well, thank you, Yuuji. What fun you bring to the conversation. But I wasn't trying to preach to Makina or make any complicated argument about her values. I just wanted to get across that ignorance isn't something you should cling to proudly. You're only embarrassing yourself when you insist that you hate some food you've never eaten.
食わず嫌いがなくなるのは正直ありがたいけど、どうにもおかしなところまでユージに似ていくのはどうなんだろう。
Yeah, it's probably not for the best. For example,
だから言葉遣いだってば、なんか最近のマキナ少し言葉遣いが横柄っていうか、
I can't imagine.
やけに尊大なのよね。
You're blaming moi?
だって他にいないもの。
True. Just a teeny bit pompous. Hey, Makina, it seems you've been coming off as a little arrogant lately. Better watch your step. Oh, got it? Oh, got it? Nailed it.
いや、だからそれがダメだっつってんじゃん。あ？なんだとこの野郎。なんで喧嘩腰よ。
まあ、この子が他人の影響を受けやすいのは今に始まったことではないし、ポジティブな面を考慮すれば何でもかんでも抑えつけるのは良くないと思うけど。
I mean, as long as the positive effects outweigh the negative effects, then sure.
たまにいいこと言うのよさ。やっぱ押し付けられる息苦しさを知ってる女は言うことが違うのよさ。さすがだね、よしこ。
誰がよしこよ。私はユミコ。勝手に湯を省略した上に読み方を変えないで。
think it's a lovely little thing you do for your name. Come on now. You put a smile on your face, Yoshiko. It's true. You need to calm down. It's not that serious. You seen the shit people have done with my goddamn name? Better not have. I'm trying to suppress it. I think the problem's with the sample she's working off of, to be honest. I'm sorry, Yuuji. I gotta agree with her on this one. And that's a good thing. I'll say this. And you learned how to be magical, perfect, and adorable from Michiru, right? I was gonna say, I just didn't know she wasn't involved in this. Yes, those things that you definitely have. I'm kind of asking myself the second she appeared on screen. But why? You're the best, girl. Don't worry about it. It's not that. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you're a doof, but you're the most lovable of the doofs. Yeah, Makina knows what's up. Makina knows what's up. Shit, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Dude, what would we do without you? What would we do without Michiru? That's not worth the time to... Whoops, the break's already over. Right. Operation Rescue Sachi from whatever the hell she just did. What What's this? What's happened? Jesus Christ. Why does that not surprise me in the slightest? That woman's devotion knows no limits. I'm sure that's great in many a situation, but... Okay, I think I might have been right about this one. Makina's personality getting warped might have been inevitable, considering the preferences she's working, or references, nailed it, she's working from here. Well, not to say that I'm any exception. Principal. Nailed it, not Prince. You're like, when doves cry. I'm sorry. I'd assumed the job of a principal mainly involved. Damn it. I had assumed the job. He didn't take over the job. Like, it's my school now, bitches. I'd assumed the job of a principal mainly involved counting your school's money and then begging for more. That and signing off on paperwork you haven't really read. Judging from the way Chizuru has the free time to call me into a chat for no particular reason, even going so far as to make the tea personally, my guess may not have been that too far off the mark. But, well, even if that's the truth of the matter, pointing it out would no doubt hurt the woman's self-esteem. A good man knows when to keep things to himself, as my master put it, and definitely not that voice, because we've established this is how she talks. Hello, buns. She got the buns. I'm not talking about the ass. Or am I? I'm not. The mic's in the way. I can't stretch any closer. Not in the least. That's not what I meant. I don't know. It sort of feels like I'm playing a student for some undercover operation. Can't quite settle down. Well, I won't deny that, but sometimes I'll catch a glimpse of myself smiling in a pane of glass and just flinch. It's like I'm looking at someone else. It feels awkward. I just want to ask the guy, "What's so funny, asshole? What do you think you are? I'm fucking walking here." Before I know it, the smile's falling right off my face. Alright, here's the simple analogy. You know when you're having sex in a hotel and you look at yourself going at it and you're in the mirror and you're just like, what the fuck are you, a monkey? The whole thing just seems ridiculous, right? Same deal. It's a thing. Really? Okay, let's try this one. This guy I knew told me a story about the time his parents caught him fucking a pillow in the middle of the night. In that moment, cursing in his own idiocy, he longed for the sweet release of death. I think that kind of shame might be somewhat similar. Jesus Christ. Was it rape? He had the pillow's consent? Come on, man. She was into it. I guess it was a turning point in his life. Decided that if he was going to kill himself anyway, he might as well die defending his country. How the fuck did we get on this topic anyway? Feel free. Also, please, if you could stop making pillow sex analogies in my office. It's very unsettling for the children. Stories about fucking pillows. Sounds like something Makina would say. So they've all got their own circumstances, huh? Figured as much. But the nature of these circumstances isn't made clear to any of the other students, or so it would seem. I don't like these things that you're saying. In other words, you throw a bunch of losers together and hope that they'll lick each other's wounds? Sounds pretty when you put it that way, but basically you gathered a bunch of rich kids who couldn't handle regular school, ranked in a ton of donations from people with a guilty conscience about how the children turned out, then made up an excuse about healing in their own time when no one else what the fuck and the money the problem. Such a sassy boy.
今は学生の絶対数が不足しているがゆえに確固の負担が大きく割高感が強いというだけで、それに民間資本である以上、ある程度の資金運用は。
My bad. Let's stop talking about money. Whether I'm right or not, this is going to lead to a lot of outraged self-defense. And whenever there's money coming from wherever the money's coming from, it's covering my free tuition, so I hardly have the right to criticize.
どこまで話したかしら。
Why'd you call me here in the first place?
別に何か特別な理由があって呼び出したわけじゃないわ。ただ単純にこの学園での生活に何か不都合があれば聞いておこうって。ただそれだけの話なの。
I mean, aside from the wanting to punch myself in the mirror thing, I think it's pretty alright. Like I said, there's no real problems, just can't get used to this yet.
でもお友達はできたでしょ。うまくやっていけそう。
With some more than others. As you know, I'm not the most social human being, and thanks to my master's influence, I've got a bit of a sarcastic streak. You wouldn't fucking say. I never would have guessed. So it's all her fucking fault then. Oh yes, no, it was all my fault. I turned him into a fucking douchebag. I'm sorry. He's a great... Apparently your master was a hoe, though. Does lead to some misunderstandings. I guess you could say I've run into some minor communication problems.
警備かしら。私にはかなり歪んでいるように見えるのだけれど。
It's definitely not perfect. What do you expect in a school that was founded to collect warped people and fix them? Or maybe to sweep them under the rug, whichever. Beating the flaws out of a warped sheet of iron, gathering the failed works and stuffing them into some dark closet. This place is more like a metal shop than a school.
どうしてあなたと話しているといつもこうなってしまうのかしら。
Didn't I just tell you I have some issues with the communication? I guess you might have been hoping that adding a truly twisted individual like myself would offset the others' warping and get them back on track, but apparently it hasn't worked out too well.
あなたがどう思うと勝手だけれど、私はそういった目論みがあってあなたをこの学園に招き入れたわけではないわ。それだけは疑わないでほしいのだけれど。
Gratitude toward the person who saved your life, is it?
そういうこと。
It was a coincidence that I was the one who saved you, and I was acting on orders. I don't actually normally go out at night as the Batman, but, I mean, it just happened to be one of them days, you know?
でも、あなたでなければ、ああはうまくいかなかったと説明されたわよ。あなたがいなければ、私は今ここでこうしてのんきにお茶を飲んでいることもなかった。
The level of backstory my boy has is absurd, and I'm trying to piece it together so very slowly is definitely the thing. It's not there. That's just something you arbitrarily convinced yourself of. Not to repeat myself, but I didn't save you for any special reason.
勝手で結構。私はね、人に借りを作ったままというのが嫌いなの。それとも何か別のお礼が良かったかしら？
No, you've done more than enough. Please, God, no. I just stayed.
確かに。あなたの思っていた普通の学園とは少し違うかもしれないし、クラスメートに変わった子が多いのは認めるけれど、それでも私にはこれが精一杯なの。ごめんね。
Damn it. Not a problem. Not that I buy every word coming out of the principal's mouth, but when you get down to it, a place like this is probably just about right for someone with circumstances like mine. Tossing the likes of me into a run-of-the-mill school wasn't a great idea to begin with. Pushing my way into a crowd of people with completely different values probably would have made for a tense and irritating experience. Alright then, are we done here?
そうね。何か不満があったらいつでも言って。すべてに対処するとは言えないけれど、善処はします。
Got it.
そうそう。ついでに聞いておきたいのだけれど。
Is it, how do I look so fucking fabulous in this hat? Well, it's a trade secret. You'll never know, Dan. This is not a very funny episode. It's been like 20 times I've tried to maybe I'll say something funny here, and then nothing ever worked. Just kind of just a continuation through the game episode, it seems. What is it?
あなたから見た他の子たちってどんな感じかしら?
Well, I have many thoughts about a good few of them. My thoughts, you say?
別に難しい話ではなくて、なんていうのかしら。あなたから見たあの子たちの初見？例えば、あなたから見た榊さんはどんな子に見えるのかしら。
I don't know if you want me to answer that question. She has fans in my audience. Sakaki, I haven't known her for that long, and honestly I can't say that I have a particularly firm read on her. And to be perfectly frank, this is the woman who started slashing me with a box cutter out of nowhere. I can't say I'm that eager to get too deeply involved with her. Alright, these are just my impressions. If you put it nicely, she's a rational type who doesn't waste her time. Put it harshly, she's just kind of apathetic. Unless it's blocking her way, the girl's not gonna bother picking something up off that falls down, damn it. That's how she comes off, at least. That applies to her relationship with others as well. Sakaki seems to avoid getting involved with someone unless she absolutely has to. She'll respond when you talk to her, but rarely joins the conversation otherwise. I guess you could interpret her quietness as an attempt to avoid hostility or attempts at intimacy from others, but I think it's partly that she simply doesn't understand how to build relationships with mutual trust. And if someone else tries to bridge that gap, she'll take them as an intrusion on her territory and violently reject them. I think those are the major points. I've been consciously trying not to be too pushy or intrusive with her, but, well, haven't even really gotten that far. Allow me to tell you my full 12-page essay I've written on why Michiru is the greatest of all the people. Michiru, huh? The girl's nuts. The other day I saw her wandering the dorm hallways, moaning with a cling wrapped rolled around her head. What kind of ritual is that supposed to be?
彼女、月に一度ぐらいのペースで髪を脱色しているみたいなのだけれど、その脱色に使う薬品が相当に痛いらしいのよね。
I see. At the time, I'd hidden myself instinctively and observed Michiru's freakish ceremony from afar, but it seems she wasn't wrapping foil on her head to protect from occult mind control rays after all. Incidentally, is that hair color even allowed by the school regulations?
まあ、対面的には若干の問題はあるけれど、うちは私学だし、彼女の髪が著しく風紀を乱しているというわけでもないしね。
True enough. Seems she has reasons for going with that hair color too. Guess there's no need to force her to stop.
どういう意味？
About what?
松島さんの髪の色の理由、何か聞いたの？
No, but I've asked myself this question many a time. Also, I've asked what her normal hair color is, as I would like to know these things. It'd be interesting, I think. No, well, I mean, she said I'm a tsundere, so it has to be this way, but I don't really know anything more than that.
何それ？tsundere?
Okay, to sum the girl up, she's just generally incompetent. She's just a generally incompetent human being. Although you might get distracted by that flashy blonde hair at first, it's not representative of who she really is. That coloration is actually a warning signal. By going out of her way to be highly visible, she's announcing to everyone who sees her that I am poisonous. But in the end, there's nothing more than an empty threat. In other words, Michiru's so weak that she feels she needs to project a hollow menace in self-defense. The girl wouldn't last a minute on her own. She has to form symbiotic relationships to survive. But she's also counterproductively cautious around others, and has a hard time trusting their charity or affection. In that case, Sachi is a unique presence in Michiru's life. If you ask me, Michiru might be trying to figure out just how selfish can I be before Sachi rejects me, by slowly pushing the limits of her kindness. Well, that was a whole fucking thing, and you've made me sad again. Thank you, Yuuji, you fuck. What? For the record, these are just my opinions based on what I've seen of Michiru, so I might be completely off base. I'm almost definitely not, but I probably could be. It's true, my boy has also apparently written 7-page essays about that shit. People do call me perceptive sometimes. When you grow up nervously watching the expressions on other people's faces, you naturally pick up a habit of observing others. As she speaks, Principal Tachibana takes a binder stuffed with the documents from her desk and begins flipping through them with the Well, that's not the only reason in my case. She's just a living human jelly bean. That is the best way I can describe Sachi. She's just a jelly bean who wants to hug people all the time. She's just lovely. Sachi, eh? On the surface, she's insanely serious about everything. Kind of an awkward girl. I think she believes diligent obedience is her only redeeming feature. I guess you could classify her as a tortoise rather than a hare, but it seems more like she's decided that for herself. Like she's just kind of given up on developing her talents any further. Basically, she's the type who thinks about resolving a huge problem over the course of 10 years of hard work. She seems incapable of even considering a search for easier methods, let alone turning to others for help. If you told her, build a castle here, she'd start stacking up stones by herself. She's serious, honest, and follows any instructions she's given obediently, to the point where she often seems more like a robot than a human being. The girl's faithful to her orders, but oh my god, but she doesn't think about efficiency when carrying them out. Nailed it. It's almost like she's punishing herself. If someone doesn't teach the girl to let off some steam, she's gonna explode someday. I'm just gonna do one of these because it just occurred to me. It's probably not gonna be an RCG. I'm gonna need to do this. Yeah. It's probably a good call. Damn it. I cannot be trusted with a fucking mouse, apparently. Try not to fall into the mistake of thinking, I've created an appropriate setting, so now I can just leave the students to take care of themselves. So you've had this sort of discussion with the others as well? Did they talk about how fucking beautiful I am? I mean... Diaries? I mean, you're the one who said it, so yes, you could call it. Makina is. I was about to say, like, if anyone's gonna be, it would be Makina, right? Yeah. I might not have picked up anything else you've said, but I picked that shit up pretty quick. Oh my god, she's Shannon. Cool, awesome, great, I love it. Oh. I see. Yeah, in Makina's case, I think a diary would probably be a bit more coherent. God damn it. We'll never apparently let anyone finish their fucking sentence. Yes, Amane told me the same thing. In my defense, you talk real fucking slow, god damn it. Handy. I mean, what? Piece of cake. Just helped her get the hang of it. Did we mention I'm a time wizard who can see the future? Yuuji. Just hope to get the hang of masturbation with little hands-on instruction as she comes by my room every night. I can't say anything, Teach. Occasionally we just hit a point where we're on the exact same wavelength, apparently. It's a joke, don't give me that look. But not for long, I know this game. I mean, I would assume. There was a lot of fucking pictures when I tried to pick up the fucking game. That's all that was advertised on the goddamn banner. Oh no. Probably. If you ask me, Makina is kind of the exact opposite of Michiru. She plays up her own weakness to take advantage of the protection of others, like her bizarre speech patterns and quirky habits. The aggressive way she cuddles up to people, all that, I think it's something she does by instinct to invite compassion from the strong. That sort of trick works on many men, but it's not going to make her popular with her own sex. Wouldn't be surprised if she's been bullied as a result. The reason Makina's taken Amane so much is probably because of Amane's unusually strong protective instinct. But I think Amane's large body and oddly masculine parts of her personality are also a bit of a factor. If you want Makina to like you, communicate that you don't intend her any harm, then demonstrate that you are strong, and she'll sidle right up to you herself. Nailed it.
なんだか随分と歪んでいるというか、打算的な関係なのね。
It is a thing. Don't know about that. It's a fact that I don't dislike Makina, and she herself understands perfectly well that I've seen through her. Fact is, Makina is much smarter than she lets on.
そんな関係でいいとあなたは思っているの?
That's not what I'm saying. For one thing, it's not like I can always be around to protect her. If you're going to be completely convinced that someone's going to keep you safe at all times, you'll turn into the sort of person who can't do anything in a real emergency. Amane is enough she wants someone to spoil and protect her. I'm trying to convey the value of independence and self-defense.
それはイリスさんのことを言っているのよね。それともこの国の未来について?
An interesting interpretation.
冗談よ。それじゃあ最後に。
Yes, let's talk about Amane and those almond legs. She's seen very little of her leg, admittedly. So much more titty than there's been leg. Shit. Amane, huh? To be honest, she's the biggest mystery to me. Her painfully cheery personality and that burning need to help others are one thing, but I have no idea why she clings to me so persistently.
スオさん本人が言うには一目惚れらしいじゃない?
You spying on me? That's what I don't understand. Seeing me walk by and your first thought is gonna be, oh, that's a suspicious character. And she's saying she fell in love with me at first sight? She might be the most range out of all of them. I don't have an answer, so let me ask you instead. What kind of woman is she?
どういうと言われても見たままよ。明るくて元気で一番年上だからしっかりしてるし。ちょっと待ってね。
The principal flips quickly through the document she's holding.
彼女前にいた学校を1年間休学しているから、事実上はあなたの2個上ね。
Hey now, you shouldn't give a woman's age like that. Pretty cruel.
いいじゃない。まだ若いんだし、気にすることないわよ。
In that case, the worst problem about that is like, so that has to be there has to be a bad thing behind that, because I've come from Katawa Shoujo, and I've been down this, oh, someone had to take a year off from fucking school, so they're the goddamn oldest, and it wasn't for fucking good reasons, it was for all of the worst ones. So don't do that to Amane too, because it was bad enough when he did it to my fucking favorite, and he did not do it to my, like, kind of sort of second favorite, but also still I love her dearly. Like, don't leave them alone. In that case, how many years older than me are you, Chizuru? Or Chiza, you? Wasn't funny at all. What's the matter? You've inexplicably broken into a sweat.
あの子がこの学園に来たのは榊さんに続いて2番目よ。
Nice dodge. I didn't ask you about that.
寮に彼女の引っ越しの荷物が届いた次の日、なんていうの？ほら、アメリカの暴走族が乗っているようなオートバイに乗って本人が学園に来たのよ。
Huh.
もうね、とんでもない子が来ちゃったってびっくりしたんだけど、まあ、話してみれば普通の子だったわね。とってもいい子よ。
Alright, I get the picture. Guess I'll give up on the whole age thing.
とにかく、みんないい子たちばかりだから。
Yeah.
これからも仲良くして。
Aside from the stabby one, they all seem to be good people, and they just need, you know, some love. Of any description, really. You mean, again, unrated version. But like, I more just mean happiness and friendship and joy. I'm gonna turn the other part down though. Can't make any guarantees, but I will put in the effort. Are we done here?
ええ、もう退出してもらって結構よ。何か相談があれば いつでも来て。
Be able to drop in straight from the ceiling like Sam Fisher. I'll even do the like little. I was gonna say I'll do like the fucking leg splits thing, but one, it's too fucking wide in this room. You can't do that. Maybe there's like a doorway over here that could happen with, but not like that. That's crazy. My legs ain't. So I ain't fucking Mr. Fantastic. Goddamn it. Though I am quite fantastic. And then I was also gonna say my fucking leg would just implode because I fucking hate you. I'm sorry. I was talking more to my hand apparently, but I meant the leg. Alrighty then. I'll be going. I can't quite get used to my life at the school. I was being perfectly honest when I told Chizuru that my own smile feels awkward to me. You don't strike me as a particularly cheery individual. A normal student life is a normal school. In a normal school. Nailed it. It's hard for me to believe how readily I'm accepting these small fragments of happiness. Or maybe... Right, maybe it's hard for me to forgive. I don't think I'm really feeling awkward when I see that smile. I'm feeling guilt. It feels like foul gas gathering in my body, like my blood's turning black and viscous in my veins. It's a stifling sensation, as if my lungs were slowly filling with a cold poison. Look, do you really think this is what you should be doing right now? Vague, impatient questions dominate my mind. I feel a pressing need to do something, anything, but no concrete course of action presents itself. The principal tells me that I'll get used to this soon, but what good would that do, even if I could? No matter how I change, none of the things that I've lost are ever coming back. Would you stop ending these fucking episodes on such a goddamn downer of a note, Yuuji? My boy! I'm over here talking about fucking... I got nothing. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, go ahead and give it a little bit of love and whatnot, and I'm gonna dip out because your boy now apparently has to watch fucking No Game No Life 0, and he's probably gonna ruin his fucking day, so that's... nice. Or it'll be really dope and cool, but I'll probably cry too, because I like those characters. Anyway, toodles, doodles, and lemons, everybody. Bye-bye. Alright, Michiru, you making sweet tender lovin's into my ear.